This is a brief recap of Sunday's message. Powerful service today. In the very beginning, God made you and I. He made the first Adam as an image bearer. Genesis 1:26, made us in His likeness, in His image. So we were called to be His glory, His image, His family in the earth. Immediately He gives us a mandate. We call it the dominion mandate. Fill the earth, multiply, take dominion. And as we know, the first Adam dropped the ball through sin, and that throughout the ages, through prophets, kings, and judges, eventually God brought Jesus, the Son of God, to be the second Adam that would regain all that the first Adam lost. Now again, you and I are image bearers of the King. That's a powerful concept, but I segued into Psalm 116, where David said, after the Lord had given him so many victories and so many blessings and had delivered him from death, he said, what can I give back to the Lord? Then he said, I know. He said, I will raise the cup of salvation. So David raises this cup knowing that salvation is the overflow of God's goodness, His blessing, His deliverance, His freedom, all of those things. And then he said, I will call upon the name of the Lord. David could do that because he was in covenant with God, just like you and I. And then the last thing he said, I'm going to pay my vows. That was covenantal language. He said, I've made promises to God. I'm going to live my life for His glory. But I like what he said at the end, and I'm going to do it in the presence of His people. And he says that twice in there. He said, I'm going to do it in the presence of His people, in the courts of the house of the Lord, and in Jerusalem. David was unafraid to express his overflowing gratitude, thanksgiving, and joy of what God had done in his life. He lifted up the cup of salvation. He called upon the name of the Lord. He said, I'm going to pay my vows. If you want to share this, just click on the button below. This is a great time of year to get excited about what God has done, what the Lord Jesus has made you and I to be again, and that is His image bearers. Thank you.